Today's question, should I follow elite athletes' programs or training advice? Probably not. Probably not, because they are elite athletes and where they are in training is probably not where you are at training. And that's no bad thing. The best time, the best time in your training life is when you're a beginner, when you are losing weight or building muscle or getting stronger, literally week to week to week to week, and it's the best time ever. And it's over so quick. In like 12 weeks to 6 months, it's over and it's gone forever. But beginner gains, they're known as the best time. And the issue with elite athletes training advice is that they're elite athletes. So there are several things they have that sadly I don't have and maybe you don't have. They have elite genetics for their sport, and the reason I know this is because they're elite athletes. So if they're elite athletes and they're the best in their sport, they have elite genetics, regardless of what they think. Also, how they're training now to how they were training or what got them to where they were is completely different. So they might have done the most basic normal training for years and years and years and built up this huge base of both strength and muscle and endurance. And now when you look at the end of the pinnacle of their career, you're like, oh, this person's only doing like 20 minutes in the gym and they're doing these banded exercises and these dynamic jumps and that must be the secret sauce. It's not. They've done the work for decades or for years and now they're just doing this stuff as maintenance because they don't have to do it anymore because they've done it all before. The other thing is elite athletes might not know what actually got them the results they got. They just are incredibly genetically gifted and were handed a program by their coaches every year and go, do this, do this, do this, this, and they just attributed different stuff to whatever. And that might not be actually what worked at all. They might have done something else that worked and they just might attribute that their weird secret dance, squat, jump left, handstand right is what, is the secret. But it might not be. Now, the people you could listen to are coaches who've trained elite athletes because there's generally kind of breadcrumbs and kind of commonalities in all these programs, great athletes and great people in the gym. There's generally things you'll always kind of see in each program over time, and 80% of the stuff is the same and 20% of the stuff is different, and people get hung up on the 20% way too much. So rather than listen to the elite athletes, I'd probably look at the elite athletes coaches and see what training advice they give, because I guarantee you for beginners and regular people who go to the gym or people who are young and starting out in the sport, the advice is very different because you're not at the same level, and training like an elite athlete is not going to bring on a beginner. If you're a beginner, you need to do the beginner stuff, then intermediate stuff, then advanced stuff, and then you can get onto elite stuff if you're there. But you have to build that base up. It's like a pyramid. You have to kind of build it up over time, and then you'll get there. So again, take the elite athlete's voice with a pinch of salt. Probably look at what the elite athlete's coach says, especially towards beginners, and then kind of go from there. All right, guys. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comments below. And as always, hope you have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Cheers.